और यहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री जी से कहना चाहता हूँ, ये पहाड़ के लोग हैं, सर्दी में रहते हैं, सर्द रहते हैं, लेकिन जब गर्म हो जाएंगे तो बिना पुरानी पेंशन के लौटेंगे नहीं।
Bring back the old pension scheme. That's a slogan and the demand of the government employees in Himachal Pradesh, reverberating all across, and is one of the major poll planks in this year's election. The piecemeal pension under the National Pension Scheme introduced in 2004 has been an unnerving force in the life of the BJP politicians. In fact, the party faces the anger of the government employees who have been forced to return back to the workforce after retirement to make their ends meet. One has to understand why pensions matter in Himachal Pradesh. This issue is significant because of the sheer strength of the government employees.
As you know, Himachal is a agriculture-based economy, and apart from that, every household has an employee either in the private sector or in the government sector. There are around 5 lakh employees, and out of that, around 3 lakh employed in the government sector. Everybody wants the social security, so they want a government job, and the government job without pension is definitely detrimental to their aspiration.
In a state with only 55 lakh voters, these active and retired government employees, along with their dependents, form a solid bloc. So let's decode the old pension scheme under which an employee receives 50% of the last basic salary plus the dearness allowance or the average earnings in the last 10 months, whichever is beneficial. Those in service for 10 years were eligible under the old pension scheme and were guaranteed a substantial payout at the time of retirement. The employees did not have to make any contribution towards the pension. They were also guaranteed a family pension, and this made the government service attractive. Things are just the other way around when it comes to the National Pension Scheme, where the state government contributes 14% of the basic salary of the employee to NPS, and the employee has to contribute 10% to the retirement corpus. On retirement, employee can withdraw from corpus 60% as tax-free lump sum, but must convert the rest 40% into annuities to generate a lifetime pension.
Now, the difference between the OPS and the NPS is that the OPS gives an employee, in respect of the 50% of last drawn salary as pension, it also entitles you to a dearness allowance. In other words, there is an adjustment for inflation in the OPS, which does not exist in the NPS.
Congress has promised the return of the old pension scheme within 10 days if it forms a majority government in the state. In fact, the old pension scheme is part of the Congress manifesto. Similarly, Aam Aadmi Party has also said that it will implement OPS the day it forms the government in the state. As far as BJP is concerned, it has released its manifesto. It has spoken about uniform civil code, about the payment of 3,000 rupees annually to the farmers. It has ensured the apple growers that they will not have to pay more than 12% GST on the apple packaging material, but the party has made no mention of the old pension scheme.
So the employees are very much they are influencing the politics. Every election they vote for their issues. Whatsoever party gives them assurance, they vote for them. So this time the government the current government will definitely face a very tough challenge.
The politics is arising on account of the fact that opposition rules states. For their state government employees, some of them have restored the old pension scheme. Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, which are ruled by the Congress, announced a restoration of the NPS in earlier 2022, and the Congress is also talking about it in the case of Himachal Pradesh and of Gujarat.
Chief Minister Jairam Thakur had promised a balanced solution to the problem. In fact, the sources within the Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, which is the labor wing of the RSS, feels that people will vote for OPS. But the million-dollar question is that why has BJP overlooked the voices on the old pension scheme?
We should also underline the fact that out of 68 constituencies, there are 28 constituencies where winning margin is less than 2,000. So definitely every constituency having the persons who are families who are associated with the new pension scheme employees federation, definitely they are going to make a very big dent in this election.
The collective responsible for the anxieties is the National Pension Scheme Employees Association, that is NPSEA, which led the movement for the return of the OPS. This association has combined the mobilization on the ground along with the social media acrobatics to keep the issue alive. NPSEA was formed in 2015 during the 2017 assembly elections when BJP was in the opposition in Himachal. It had promised to form a committee to look into the revival of OPS. So far, only 2 meetings have taken place and none of the issues have been addressed.
The employees who have organized under the banner of the new pension scheme employees federation, they have agitated 5 times. From 2017 to 2022, they have agitated 5 times. This year also, on 3rd March, they had a very huge rally where they jammed the whole Shimla city for around 20 hours. So definitely it is going to make a very big dent.
NPSEA members were seen cozying up to Congress, and in fact BJP was forced to register a complaint to the Election Commission saying that the government employees were supporting Congress. As far as BJP's stand on OPS is concerned, they have always maintained that the effect of the OPS on the fiscal deficit is 100 times more than the NPS.
Now, the opposition to the old pension scheme arose essentially from government bureaucrats in the Ministry of Finance who thought the fear of the pension burden becoming excessive on fiscal resources. Now, honestly, that doesn't seem logical for the following reason, that regardless of whether you have the old OPS or the NPS, there's going to be a fiscal burden of pensions because the government has to contribute to the fund.
So the big questions now. The National Pension Scheme, which was introduced in 2004, 27 states have shifted to it since then. At that point of time, that is in 2004, Congress was at the center. So the big question is, why is Congress now making a U-turn? Is it not good politics versus bad economics? During the Uttar Pradesh elections, Akhilesh Yadav from Samajwadi Party was trying to woo 28 lakh government employees by talking about the restoration of the old pension scheme. What happened? Samajwadi Party failed. So the big question is, can OPS win elections? Is OPS all about raising the decibel level against the government? Is BJP cleverly ducking the OPS or will be ready to bite the dust? Send us your feedback. Stay tuned to Deccan Herald. Thanks for watching.